Mm, you know, right? I can't help it. I just love this environment. I mean, where we stay, there's a lot about us, right? Of everywhere that I could find to be comfortable. I choose this to be my comfort zone for now. I've fallen in and out of quite a number of places, but yeah, I always return here. I don't know. I think I'm welcome here within the school. There's no harassment. There's nothing. It's just that we hope that we'll be able to, I mean, manage and put the tuition up for the coming session if I thought we'll stay here. But things have been going hectic here. And last time I checked, I see today should be day 69. Yeah, 69. Time flies, yeah. But sometimes I just look at it like, what's time in itself? Just check at it from the very moment from which I hit the start button to start this recording. Even though this is the second take of the same video, I really messed the last one up. You should say. But let's just see if this is going to be a better recording than the previous one. We don't have forever to spend on this. My philosophy is that if this is not going to kill anyone, uh, you don't gotta make it perfect. But if this is something somebody has got to use, then perfection is demanded. Because trying to refine things till yeah, you can say that I buy into the philosophy of the saying that perfection is paralysis. Yeah, I mean, we just have to get it ready and get it out. It's part of what I've been trained at. I mean, academically. When you consider building structure and all the likes, you need to look into factor of safety and the rest, because you consider even situations that people might not really consider. I mean, you make room for contingencies and all the likes, but it all comes down to if somebody is going to use it, right? But I mean, somebody is going to watch this video, but I don't think you are going to die from saying, I mean, what's this? Why have I got to stress myself on making this right? What's right and what's wrong? I don't know. But this environment is amazing, right? Uh, it inspires me. I mean, I trying to control what comes in to an extent, because even a single line of discussion can really, I mean, sometimes I think like we are playing out to a tune of things we've internalized, right? uh, just some message, some, I mean, information can really change the course of your life. It's not as if you wouldn't want things to be better, but once you've chosen a way, you want to stay at it and see it through. That's made me try to like, consider where I choose to stay, and to sort of like filter what comes in, and to my best capacity, capability, I've been able to do that to an extent. And but of course, things fly here and there, but distractions cannot make their way on a focused mind. And on the aspect of being focused, I've been doing a lot of work on that. So let's just scrap all those about me and talk about the projects and all. Yes, the great, a lot of work has been going on happening at Zero D, as you definitely know. And being able to put together a team of 4 colleagues, and I think in a short while we'll be coming together for this kind of recording. Should they should they want to join me on it, and so we can furthermore tell you about what we're on to, what you can expect by the ongoing timeline. That yeah, we should launch 0D and Zap means the coming week. Yeah, the coming week can be the very end of it, because it's today is Friday. I think today is Friday. Yeah, so I mean, recording, taking the time off to do this alone when I should be sleeping or resting or eating something, it makes me feel horrible. I think we need to get the thing out up and running. And yeah, we should talk about lessons and all the lives. I think what have we learned, and I mean the terms we've been sucking, how swollen have they gotten? You should know for sure that life is beautiful. Yeah, very very beautiful. What I've come to realize is anything one has to offer, one should just make sure that it is of benefit to people, right? I mean, if you got shit to sell and it makes no sense, no one's gonna buy it, right? One should try to be of use and stuff to one's immediate environment. So you can see that most of the things we're doing now have been tailored into immediate needs, and we think the resultant widespread adoption that will ensue on our launch could help spark things up. We are very, yeah. You what? Mi ò ra ẹ̀pà lónìí, ẹ ṣé gan. So maybe, I mean, life is wonderful, man. Yes, one should just be of service. I mean, you can look at these kids that are hawking. Sometimes I just look at moments like this, I feel like they've got parents or whatever. I mean, they are sheep and all. Even when you see people hawking, it's just crazy, man, to think that whatever you are doing today, somebody is having it bad. It comes down to the definition of work and how we feel about the works we do. Are we just doing them for subsistence, or are we doing the things we love? That's a question we all need to be asking ourselves all the time. Because, man, I mean, when you ask everybody, they tell you things are tough, and they tell you the time is trying and all the likes. But to me, I see opportunity in all of it, because I see no offense in one trying to be of service to help one's fellow humans. This kind of thinking sometimes puts me at my edge when I'm deep in thought about why things cost as much as they do. Because when you look at it, the only reason why you have anything you need at all is because some people got into business. I mean, you've got the capitalism to thank for everything. But when you look at it and you truly look at the very basis of it, and you realize that if things are costly and still people are getting in one way or the other, I mean, they still should be thankful of those who are facilitating those services, right? So it got me thinking at time that could there really be a price for things? I mean, take an ounce of sugar or whatever it is that you want to get. Uh, if it goes for, say, an amount of money, uh, say it goes for something as little as maybe in Nigeria currency, say it goes for maybe 50 naira or 100 naira. I think the worth of anything should not even be able to, it's not, one should not be able to, when you look at the crazy amount of effort that has gone into bringing that thing to you, because a man on his own can do almost literally next to nothing, even though one can be self-sufficient and all, but when you've got to use some things, we rely on others. When you look at an ordinary sugar alone, and you think of how much they sell it, then I think that if it's costly, like even any amount should be justifiable for it. You should be able to buy, say, a 50 naira sugar for $1 million. I mean, it depends on how much you want to appreciate the person who's. Because if you so much badly need that service and you can't get it, I mean, you will be at hell, right? So sometimes I just look at anyone who's making things. I mean, people who are in charge of the wheels of civilization, so to say, who are making the wheels spin. I mean, even if you are retailing anything, yes, all these are in line with all the stuff that eventually led me to zero D and all. But anything one is doing, I think they should be largely rewarded. It's like looking at my side of the world and thinking of how civil servant, especially public school workers in the primary and basic education level, their pay and all. I mean, it's just not. It's very, very, very crazy. Well, I mean, anyone can survive on anything, right? But I just think the best should be reserved for the best, right? I think the best are the people who actually groomed us. I think those teachers and all, they're the best. I think even the person who's hawking things are the best. When you look at those kids that just passed by me and I see how much is on their wares. Some of them, they don't even have something that's up to 1,000 naira. But it's as if we're all doing things to keep ourselves busy and fill the time up. Because without this, maybe they'll be up to some mischief or whatever. Or these kids are supposed to be in school and all the likes. Or even put the kids aside and look into wherever their parents or whatever they may be doing. And they feel that, okay, it's not okay and they've got more mouth to feed and these guys should do so much more things. It's crazy, right? Man, I don't know. Maybe I had to make that first mistake so that these kids can meet me on this video and I can get to record this and I mean drool all this stupid shit on you. I just think we should be able to help the people that are around us. Uh, I hate seeing service providers toiling. And then when you look at the end consumers too, I mean that has been the end, that has been how everything works. It's just that all this lamenting and all about the high price and high cost of things, of services and all the likes, it's just an opportunity for all of us to come in and improve it all. It's either you join the crowd and you keep on saying things are so bad, or you get to work trying to make your own part. I mean, to do your part, right? As I've always been saying, how we choose to do our part will differ to a very great extent, but yeah, everyone is playing their part. Uh, I mean, the bigger picture and all. But yeah, we really need to get some great work going because yeah, on the notion of the thing I was trying to say before, that's how it has always been. I think more of the things we get anything you see on anyone where if it doesn't make sense, it wouldn't be on sale, right? If it's on sale, then the person is probably just testing their market and not the likes, and it wouldn't be everywhere. But I mean, if you find a product in like a couple of stores around you, you must know that it's successful already because it's filling a need. That's why people are stocking it up, and because people are stocking it up, people are getting them. Uh, I just look at it like yeah, in business, everyone is trying to improve and scale things up. One just have to find the means of, I mean, creating more unit and for lesser cost, and so that one can spread that out and all the likes, and I mean, reduce the cost of the entire thing on people. Life is amazing, really, because we can all survive on so little. Uh, but yeah, of course, you see, sometimes we live in our exuberance and all the likes. But according to some things I learned sometimes back about, one just has to feel for the next person. When you do that, you can be able to connect to them on a much more tighter level. And you now ask me that, okay, what is this video turning into? Is this another thing? This is 15 minutes now. I don't know. Is this going to turn into a movie or something? I think I've spent enough time here already, and I would just like to wrap it all up and know that I value that is all going as the way it is, and I just want to see a world where we are all much more connected, where the common man has access to almost everything, if not everything, because the way things have always been is things have never been balanced. Okay, things have never been balanced, but yeah, that the gap is way too wide now. For those of us who have got to work on shortening it all to the highest possible bridge, we're going to do our part, and we're going to really make it doing it. You talk of things I've learned about my study of people. I see we do two things the most. Apart from living, of course, we are human beings and we move about, right? So transportation is one. And the second one is that something you have to do almost every day religiously, and that is taking meals. That's the basis of Zap meals. And when you look at 0D, it's to save you time so that you can get to work or whatever you want to do with your time. And I mean, you don't just gotta waste that much time. You can just plan ahead and all, and then we'll fulfill your orders and requests for you. We've got some crazy package coming for you under transportation and all. Part of the thing, just to shed some light on it, you can expect not so very far into what we call future, which is just another timestamp. Uh, you can expect for us to have an airline, an ultra low cost airline. A lot of work is ongoing on that, and once it's out, I'm sure it's what we all need. I love my people. I just want the best for all of us, and as I said, uh, nothing's going to happen if we don't take things up. I'm so shocked the last time I went to my hometown, because I've been staying with my uncle for a long time now, and my last memory of the place was about maybe about 19 years ago or so. On visiting there, I'm so shocked to see that most of those memories I have of the place are still intact. The only thing that has changed is that people have built. I mean, people have built buildings around it, and then there are tide roads. But the functional aspect of a society as it is even though one cannot have that definition, then I just look at it like, how can the rate of development be this low? I mean, how can it be this low? Are people living here? When you look at your surroundings in such way, like, see, when you're just in a place for a long time, you might not really get to, I mean, of course, you know that, okay, this is not there, this is there now. And that's not, I mean, if people have always been complaining about basic things not being, I mean, readily available, even before I was here, do I want to leave this world with the world in the same condition again? Of course not. Of course not. A lot is going to happen, a lot is going to change, and we'll do our part massively. We just want everyone to help with us and help us get moving. And my crowdfunding effort, even though it has not amounted to anything, you see, I've actually not put the campaign down. It's still up for anyone who might want to drop anything there. But of course, all my effort has not been on actually pushing people to get to dropping in their money. And I think that's going to happen in the not so distant future. But of course, if one is being realistic, you should know that what's this money for? Is this to be an investment or something? And maybe that my very prior notion request was that you should just, I mean, drop the money. It's not for an investment. I know. I mean, people can be selfless and know the lives, because I know our capacity for good is so great. Uh, it's just that you guys don't know me. Yeah, you don't know me, and it's so surprising that even those that know me don't believe yet. And of course, that is very well understood. Uh, why should they believe me? I mean, why should I expect otherwise from them? I think I've gotten past that stage of wishful thinking. That has done its part in getting me here. I've gotten my hands on some crazy resource materials that have really changed my thinking this past couple of months. My understanding of life as it is has gotten much more better. Now know the meaning of a lot of things, and yeah, you can just expect that we'll show you everything we need to do, and we'll carry everybody along. Just hang in there and keep doing your part. Keep changing the world as we are doing ours here. Do your part in making the world a little bit much more better for yourself and for your neighbor, for the people around you. Because it's so shocking the way you see an average human only fence for their kings. Some people, I mean, some people are quite magnanimous and all. Yeah, things are not always as you'd have expected it to be. It got me to even put myself in some bad situations because I don't want this talk to get any longer than it has to be, right? Uh, Sometimes when I come to ask people for favor, I tend to put myself in a situation whereby I reason like if they didn't know me, would they do this? If they're not doing this because of what we had together, what could they be doing it for? I've been working on expanding my thought and everything, but yeah, one thing I've just realized is that there's this element of self to every individual that I've been killing. Uh, and yeah, to become fully selfless is the goal, and a lot has been done in towards the attainment of that. I don't know, maybe someday someone will become a saint or something. But yeah, really, because you can't just live for yourself and your kin alone, okay? Even though you have to forget your kin and all the likes for the time being because of the bigger picture and all. Everyone's gonna be fine. This could be sound like excuses for the kind of choices I'm making right now, and because if one is burning their feet and they are still not running from the fire, then of course they are not getting hot. So my situation is very much like that because I'm having elevated thoughts of retracing some steps, but I choose not to, at least as of now. I choose not to. Yeah, I just hope that the people I'm hurting understand what I'm doing for what it is and not for what they think it is. That's part of what I've gotten past. I just know everything's going to come out fine at the end of the day. And yeah, it's amazing to still be sucking bread at this moment. And yeah, of course, we're still sucking in from the general pool right now. And for everything, the switches and all the lights that are still at work, Skydog and everything, work is ongoing on them. You can still see that my outfit has not changed all along. Yeah, thoughts are coming up on us having a store, a fashion store of some sort. It's going to happen. It's all going to happen, and you can start. I mean, you have to look into the performance of clothes and everything. I'm just retracing my roots because of some lessons I've learned that once you work from where they are, I've got some extensive training in fashion design. But of course, it's not going to be on what I can do, but of course, on what people can do. So it's not my skill that matter, but based on things I relate with. So in not so very much distant what you call future. You can expect for us to have Zap Store, and I'm just sick and tired of this outfit, but I'm still glued to it. Just as I can't just lose my skin, at least now. I'm glued to this now, Joe. I mean, I can change. I can change, and what I like to change into are the things I'm building. So this Zapsuit prototype and all will soon get going, and already researching local materials that we can use to actually and find some professionals that can really help us get some R&D going on creating our brand. So the first set of Zapsuits, you understand that they're not going to be the performance thing that you can expect for them to be. You can just have us have a line of jacket and all the likes. You can have your trousers and your footwear and everything, just fashion for the time being. The helmet and the life support system and everything are going to come much further. And then, of course, as have gloves and everything, as you know, and expect for them to be very much on the way, on their way to uh, the though the research we've done on them have been substantial, but it's not much of an R&D yet because we've not built into a product. Most of the visualizations we've been seeing were generated by AI. The functionalities and everything have been thought through, but of course, your needs and your feedback and everything will guide uh, future iterations on them. So you can expect for us to have all those in no time. Everything is going to happen. I mean, it's so great to be alive at this moment. And this is 27 minutes. I don't know. Should I make this into an hour? Of course, I don't have that much time. But do we ever have time? We never have time unless we make time, right? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I should stop talking. All right. I'll see you in the future.